What is up, guys? Welcome to this episode of Biathlon University. My name is Brian and I'm your coach today. Today we're going to be talking about phase one of the shooting process. And for those of you who saw the 4 phases of shooting video, you know that phase one is all about getting the rifle off your back and into position nice and cleanly, nice and smoothly, no fumbling, and also as fast as you can because the clock is always ticking in biathlon. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about phase one, what we need to be thinking about when we're thinking about phase one, and I'm also going to give some drills that you can work on at home, dry firing or on your range, where you can really isolate phase one, improve your phase one, and in turn improve your biathlon ability. But first, please go ahead and hit the like button because it really helps other people out there who are biathletes who are searching biathlon content. Helps this video get in front of them so they can improve their skills. And if you would like some more Biathlon University content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to try to get more Biathlon University content out for you. Okay, so phase one. First thing you need to know is all about range procedure. Now, range procedure is actually how you handle the rifle. That's what you do with your arms and where you load the magazine, when you take clicks, how you get into position. That's all range procedure. I made another video about range procedure, so go ahead and check the comments down below and I'll leave a link to that one. I recommend that you go check out range procedure video first, so that way you get an idea of what range procedure is and how to handle the rifle. Phase one is where we take your range procedure and we try to turn it into something fast, because you know in biathlon, clock's always ticking. But I don't like to use the term speed. I think a better word for talking about phase one is efficiency, okay? If you're only focused on speed, what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna start rushing yourself, you're gonna start tripping over yourself, you're gonna start dropping magazines, you're gonna start fumbling the rifle, and that is 100% counterproductive to what we are trying to do in this phase. This phase is all about getting from the rifle off your back down into position. And if you're dropping magazines, fumbling with the rifle, whatever you're doing, fumbling with rounds, it's just not gonna help. So phase one is all about efficiency. Now you can go through your range procedure and you can be really efficient, and in turn, that will save you time as opposed to someone who's trying to go fast and rushing. So I like to think of phase one as more of an efficient part of the shooting process. So again, I recommend go check the description down below and I'll leave a link to the range procedure video where we talk about how you should be handling your rifle on the range. But once you've watched that video and then you combine it with this video where I talk a little bit more about drills and how to improve your phase one, then go out onto the range or start dry firing in your garage or basement or something and start executing efficient phase one. And the last thing I want to say before we get into doing some drills is do not forget to breathe during phase one. I challenge you, next time you're out on the range, and whether you're just doing easy combos, slow fire, or you're doing intervals, take note of whether or not you're breathing while you're getting set up and while you're getting into position. One thing that I found in my race career was that I subconsciously just ended up holding my breath while I was trying to load my magazines and take sight clicks and everything. And I have no idea why I was doing that. So one of the focuses for me was always make sure I'm breathing during phase one, and that actually transitions me really smoothly into phase two, where breathing becomes actually part of that phase. All right, so let's talk about some drills that we can do to improve our phase one. First one is obviously one-shot drill. All you do is you get into position, take one shot, get out of position. Put the rifle back on your back. Take a breath, take a walk. Maybe some coaches will have you do a running loop or something in between. And then go back down into position, changing your magazines every time. We always change magazines in the race. Might as well practice doing it while you're dry firing or while you're training. So always changing magazines, taking one shot, and then getting back up. Now there is something I do want to mention about this drill. When you're only taking one shot, if you have a fully loaded magazine, you need to make sure that you don't open your bolt after that shot. If you keep your bolt closed, keep that spent round in the chamber. It's just as safe as if you took your 5th shot and that spent round is still in the chamber. If you do accidentally forget and you do open your bolt, take your magazine out, put it back in your stock so that way everyone's safe. We always want to promote safe shooting in our sport. Okay, drill number 2, and I really like this one, is just set up with your eyes closed. The second your knees touch the mat, close your eyes, go through your whole process, including taking a magazine out, putting it back in your stock, new magazine in, and then get down into position, open your eyes, look through the sights. What this does is that it really builds that muscle memory. It really helps your body know where everything on your rifle is, and it also allows you to not think about external factors and only think about what is happening. What am I doing next? I just took the magazine out of the bolt. Where does it go? It goes back into the stock. All right, I'm taking the rifle off my back. What's happening next? I gotta slide my hand up against the hand stop. When you start thinking about that stuff, it really ingrains it into your muscle memory, and then from there, you can start maybe picking up the pace a little bit. But again, once you feel like you start rushing, tone it back a little bit. We don't want fumbling, we don't want rushing. All right, third drill that I really like is what I like to call the pyramid drill. Basically, you get down into position, take 1 shot, get back up out of position. Get down into position, take 2 shots, and then get out. And then 3, 4, until you're up to 5. Now, you're gonna have to be smart. You're gonna have to think about making sure you have enough bullets in your magazines, maybe move some bullets around. You might have to reset the target while you're doing the pyramid, but once you get up to 5 shots, just go backwards, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, just like the 1-shot drill, this is just about forcing you to get in position, out of position, in position, out of position. All right, the 4th and the final drill that I like is the magazine loading drill. Now, I do this a lot in dry fire. I don't normally do it too much out on the range just because I don't know, when you have bullets and everything, it doesn't make sense. But this is definitely something you can do dry fire. Get into position, bring your rifle around, and then put a magazine in and take it right out. Put it back. Next one, take it right out, put it back, and go all the way down the line. Put that last one in, get into position, take 5 shots, take 1 shot, doesn't matter, out of position, do it again. Just practice cycling through all the mags. And again, this is all about building up that muscle memory and really training your body to know exactly where everything is on your rifle, whether your magazines are up front, whether your magazines are in the back, or there's some weird combination of the both. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That was phase 1 of the shooting process. Check the description down below for a link to phase 2, or if you need to think about range procedure a little bit more, check the description down below, and there's a video about range procedure down there as well. If you like this video, please consider maybe, I don't know, hitting the like button. And if you got a lot out of this and you want more biathlon content, more biathlon coaching, hit the subscribe button so that way you are up to date and you are notified every time a new video comes out. I'm gonna try to do a new video every week. It might not always be a Biathlon University coaching video like this. Sometimes it might be content, sometimes it might be equipment reviews, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get more biathlon content out there because I love talking about it. If you wanna talk about it, leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you next time.